Hey guys, it's Paul from Ashen Phoenix. It is New Comic Book Day for the week of May 23rd, and we're going to get started right now.
Hi guys, I'm Tim from Capes and Scowls in the comic book store, and my Cleveland State University hat has seen better days. But I still wear it, in spite of you, Paul. Time to talk about the trades this week. We've got Johnny Boo and the Ice Cream Computer. There's like 1 million of these books. We've got Frank. I don't know nothing about that book. We've got Superwoman. Is this still going on? No, right? No, we've got presumably the last volume of Superwoman. We've got volume 2 of Wildstorm, which is Warren Ellis with really good John Davis Hunt art. We've got Black Panther, Long Live the King, first time in print book. So I don't know anything about that either, I'm sorry. Venom X-Men, Poison X. I really didn't care about this when it was on the shelf as issues. It doesn't speak to me. We've got Redneck, Volume 2. It's kind of a fun image title. We've got Snot Girl, Volume 2. All you college kids, you want this. Come get it. Brian O'Malley, you love him. We've got Exo Manowar, Volume 4. Valiant, cranking out the Exo Manowar. And we've got Star Wars, The Empire, Volume 4. Some Marvel reprinting, I guess maybe some Dark Horse stuff. I don't know. It's all over the place, actually, now that I look at it. But hey, good Star Wars stuff.
First up, we have The Hunt for Wolverine, Mystery and Madripoor, issue number 1. That's a mouthful. That's a long title. It's The Hunt for Wolverine. Wolverine's missing, technically. We know where he's at because there's a book that tells you exactly where he's at, but nobody else knows where he's at. So this is all the female X-Men are going to Madripoor to talk to Magneto to figure out if he knows where Wolverine is, because he probably does, because he can pull him out of the ground without anything happening to him because magnetism. But things go very wrong, and it doesn't end the way that they're expecting it to. I like this book. Jim Zub is he always does banter extremely well. So this is a very well-written book, even though I'm not really sure I'm going to continue with it because I'm just not really concerned about the Hunt for Wolverine. But if you are a Wolverine fan, if you're an X-Men fan, this is definitely one to pick up.
All right, first up we have Skyward, number 2. I read issue 1. I liked it enough to check out issue 2. It further explains the low-G world that they live in and some of the craziness that is going on. And it talks about something I thought was interesting, the 2 different types of people in this world. Some people use magnets and basically magnetize themselves to the ground. They don't want to ever leave the ground, and they pretend life is going on as normal. It tends to be an older crowd that remembers how life was before the incident that made gravity shift. And then there's everybody else up in the sky. There's a really cool plot twist that involves her father and what is going on with him and why he's kind of hiding out in their house for 20 years. If you enjoyed the first issue, pick it up. It's still going pretty strong.
Next up, we have Black Panther, issue number 1. Black Panther in space. Yes, that was really stupid, but I actually kind of assume that's how this book is. That's kind of stupid. It's Black Panther is in space. 2,000 years ago, Wakandans discovered space travel. They went into the stars, and everything that they hate, particularly colonialism, is exactly what they all did. And they just started conquering star systems, and now they're trying to come back to conquer Earth. And there's so little for you to go on in this story, and that's one thing I hate about issue number 1s. Issue number 1s are jump-on points. They're supposed to give you exactly what you need to do that. And they should do that within the body of the comic, not in a page or 2 afterwards that basically explains everything that you've read. That's not what a comic is supposed to do. A comic is supposed to be a self-contained story or a self-contained series of stories. I shouldn't have to read an addendum afterwards to get an idea of what happened. And unfortunately, that's how this book is. The art was not great either. And because of that, you really had a time trying to understand what was going on and who the main characters were until somebody actually said something, and all of a sudden it's like, oh, that's this person, or oh, that's that person. I definitely doubt I'm going to continue going on with this. If you were a hardcore Black Panther person, this is probably something you would pick up. If you want a jumping on point to Black Panther, this is something to pick up. But again, so little is known into this issue. It's very tough to pick up, and it's very tough to understand from a jumping on position. So I'm jumping off.
All right, next up from IDW. It's an IDW number 1. We've got Delta 13. It's Steve Niles. He's known for horror. He's known for 30 Days of Night. He's done a lot of cool stuff. This feels like the Alien movie. Like a lot. The visuals are pretty good. The art, nah. But you know what? It's just Alien. Okay? It's just Alien happening again. It probably gets pretty good. It feels like it's going to have a darker, more gritty horror feel to it than Alien does. Alien, the original movie, was a lot of suspense and a lot of scares. This feels like it's going to be just straight up horror, but it kind of ends in a weird place, and it just, I'm sure it's good going forward, but it just kind of ended in a weird spot that I'm like, I feel like they just kind of cut it short. So, it's not bad if you're into horror, and if you like the Alien movies, you should check this out.
And my pick of the week is Invincible Iron Man issue number 600, Goodbye Bendis. And it's kind of sad because this is a really good story. I liked the story, even though I wasn't a fan of the art changing 3 or 4 different times in the book. This is a thick book, and a lot goes on. But it's basically narrated by Tony Stark's AI. And that was definitely one of the most fun parts of this book that I had, was reading the unbridled ego of Tony Stark, explaining what is going on. And it does set up a lot of stuff. It does set up a lot. It also ends a lot of the storylines that are going on. But it does offer a great way of kind of introducing where this book is going to be heading with Dan Slott. And I'm excited for it because I like Dan Slott. I've been a Spider-Man fan for a long time, so I definitely will probably pick up Iron Man, at least for the interim, to see how well he does. But yeah, it's, despite it being supposed to be a jumping off point, unlike the Black Panther book, it was very easy to read. And not having read any of Iron Man up to this point, I understood what was going on, and I understood where the book wanted me to go without having to read anything else. Do it, and that, I think that's I think it's an important credit to book titles, and that's why this is definitely the number 1 for me.
All right, it's time for my pick of the week, and it's another Infinity Countdown book. It's Darkhawk. Why did I pick this book? Because who remembers Darkhawk? He was okay as a character. This book was a lot of fun. The character has grown up. He is a police officer now. And according to the one-shot issue they did, I think it's issue number 51, that kind of set a lot of this in motion. I wish I had read that before this, but they do a good job of explaining what I missed. If you're a fan of Nova, especially the Richard Rider Nova, there's a lot of tie-ins to him and what's going on with him and his world, as well as Darkhawk is kind of different. He's not quite as powerful, and you find out what is probably the reason why throughout this. There's also, Darkhawk is super 90s to me, okay? There's a lot of callbacks to things from the 90s from here, both good and bad. There is a character that is a very joke-related character from the 90s that is brought back in this issue and treated seriously, and I actually loved it. We will see where it goes from here. Having read Infinity Countdown, the Daredevil book, there's no tie-in here. It's just, hey, what's going on with this stone over here kind of thing. And there's not even a ton about the stone initially in this issue. Just talking about different things with Raptors and the Nova Corps, what's going out in deep space, and how it is affecting things on Earth. If you like Darkhawk, you have to get this. And if you just like the space cosmic stuff that Marvel does pretty good, check it out. Alright, well, that's it for our video. Our video is over. There's things for you to click. Some of them are perhaps over here, and some of them are perhaps over here. That's it. I'm not doing anything funny for you. I'm not a puppet on a string.
But we expect it.
I don't care. I don't care about you. I've been honest from the beginning. I don't care about you at all.
But what will we do?
I don't care what you do, because I don't care. You're terrible people. All of you. Awful. Just awful.
I guess bye.
I don't care.